I'm live. We live. Campaign Trail every weekday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Just taking comments. I ain't really got no subject other than what y'all want to talk about. Tapping in, checking in, tuning in. I seen a little activity today on the YSL trial with Kayla Bumpus and the new judge and whatnot. More effery, more drama. Salute. I really wanted to kind of get on this feminism subject though. Try to get on that as much of that as I can get on without getting into the politics subject. I have to stay away from the political presidential campaign subject and the war subjects. But I really gotta, I got my eyes open, my ears open for this feminism stuff and how this is really affecting the mentality of so many sisters and the way that they get at brothers or the way that they are relating to their males, their men. It seems like a lot of uh, type of disrespectful type of energy, you know, and that's not healthy, of course, for male-female relations. After the dust settles and all this political stuff settle, you still gonna need a mate. You still gonna need, you know, to be able to interact on a personal level. So I see that really being strained. I see sisterhood and brotherhood being strained over this politics. I see male-female relationship being strained and even ruined. I see family relationships being strained over this. And all of this is gonna settle. The dust is gonna settle. And us, my people, we so emotional. We'll sell the farm. We'll break it off with somebody just based on what happened prior on a little emotional episode. So I'm seeing a lot of disrespect. I'm hearing a lot of disgruntled complaints from brothers, from males, regarding how females are handling them or speaking to them disrespectfully, with certain type of energy. I'm talking about their women, not any women, but their women, their woman, you know. So I'm kind of interested in that part of this dynamic about the male-female relationship and how that's being affected by all of this circus act, all of this stuff that's going on right now. And under the name of freedom, under the name of liberation and women's rights, are women's rights the same thing as equality with the roles of a man? You want to be equal with a man in what kind of way? What do you mean equal pay for equal work? Okay, that's something that don't have nothing to do with intimate, personal, spousal relationship. That's something that got to do with the workforce or something. Equality, equal. So with us being melanated and descendants of, FBAs or DOS, we don't have no history of oppressing our women. Our women have not been under the oppressive rule or the misuses or the abusive rule of us. So whatever fight or struggle that so many of our women might be adopting, as though maybe that's directed towards the boss man Charlie, or those people, these corporate owners, and historically the people that have written and enforced the laws against us. But as far as oppression, like sexist or sexism oppression or even racism, that wasn't coming from us. That wasn't coming from us. So for our sisters or other females to influence or inspire our females to act or feel or take the position as though they've been oppressed by us, that's all the way false. That's all the way wrong. So I've been seeing myself the gradual and even faster than gradual demonstrations and displays and verbal um, positions of so many of our sisters being disrespectful towards their own men of this same melanated persuasion. And because of money and position. So if they not making enough money, or the sisters are making more money or more education or more so-called accolades, then they seem to be more disrespectful. And that's gonna cost us in the long run. That's gonna cost us, because feminism, I don't know, how much y'all know about who's behind that and whose agenda feminism really is. Is feminism really equality? Is equality really what you think equality is? Because the males know better. We know instinctively, we know our nature is that we're supposed to be the leaders of the family, the leaders of our women, leaders of our children, leaders of our household. And if we're not able to, then we shouldn't marry who we can't afford. I'm not talking about financially, money wise. And when I say marry, I don't mean according to United States paperwork, marriage license paperwork. Our word is our bond. Whoever we say that this is our wife, that's who it is. We're not validated by some former slave master's paperwork. If I say this is my wife and I declare it and publicly let it be known, then my word is bond. Just like if I say my name is not Craig Miller and my name is Mueed Muntakin, then who's gonna say it's not? So that's the time that we living in right now, where we calling everything what it really is, calling it ball a ball, call it strike a strike. So the natural order of things is that what our women are being gassed up to feel like they should be free of, or liberated from, free of the laws of nature, free of the laws of your own nature. Well, you see what just happened in the Olympics, right? With the boxer, the little transmission boxer, that pummeled the biological woman, but now we can't protest. You know what I mean? There's a natural order. There's a natural order that's written into the DNA, written into the genetic code, written into the biology of a human being or any species of creature, but especially us. So if we won't respect the laws of nature, if we want to be free of the laws of nature, then we already have lost. Any woman, man, whatever, if you believe in feminism or whatever, if you believe that we're equal, that we have equal strength, equal muscle, equal bone, equal, then, and you say that I have to call you another gender, I have to be sensitive, and I have to call you a gender that I know that you're not. I have to call you a gender that you wasn't born as. And we using these type of people as our support system, or this is our fellow companions in struggle. So now you adopting that type of struggle as your own struggle. That's where the disrespect comes in at. Now you're disrespecting. Now we disrespecting our natural authority, the natural laws, which is the authority. Authority, root word in authority is author. So the author of our nature, the author of our existence are these laws that authored us. You know what I'm saying? We can't, it sounds, if you want to look at it like slavery or imprisonment, or, you can look at a thing as a glass is half empty or half full. Some people that's so extreme and so rebellious and so dissatisfied, they look at the laws of nature as a prison. They look at anything that tells them what to do or what they have to be or what they don't have to be. They look at as though that's oppression or that's a prison. And that's false. You at the mercy of oxygen, right? You a slave. Me and you is a slave to oxygen. We a slave to water. We a slave to 98.6 degrees. Is all kind of laws of nature that we are absolutely not free from. Only way to be free from them is to delete yourself. And that's not free because we don't even know what the consequences of that is. That's a whole other mystery. But we see that there's no benefit on this side. I don't know what happens on the other side, but we see that's pure failure from this side. So once we disrespect the laws of our own nature, disrespect the authority, disrespect the author and the authorship of our own existence, then we already lost. We already have lost. And there can be no peace of mind, no happiness, no success, none of that based on rebellion and denying natural laws and natural authority. So getting back to the men, getting back to us, we shouldn't get with no females that we can't afford. If they too smart for us, then we can't afford them because they know too much. They're know-it-alls compared to us. If they got too much experience, they done been around the world, or they done did this and they done did that, and you haven't, then we can't afford them. You got to get with somebody that has less experience. That's why we males are supposed to have women that are younger than us as spouses, not somebody that's older than us, because the nature of a man is to guide, to be the leader, the guider, the protector, the securer of the woman and the children. So the woman's nature won't even let you be secure. You won't even feel secure with a man that you got more experience than. If he make a decision, he inexperienced, so you don't trust his judgment. You got to have a say so. You got to have a vote or have your opinion on everything he say, everything he do. That's just a boy toy. That's just another son. You just carrying another son in your backpack. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get tired of him, and he gonna get tired of you, and that's a failure. So many of us, our relationships is failing because we don't know how to choose a mate. We choosing for the wrong reasons. We choosing for looks. We choosing for money. And those are the two wrong reasons, two of the wrongest reasons, money and looks. Because if it's looks, if you like how he look or how she look, then another person that got more than you got, see her the same way. And if she only chose you for your looks, then it's a dude that look better than you. If she only chose you for your money, it's a dude with more money than you. If it's not based on real character, then you already lost. We just together keeping each other company like cellmates. But that's part of the disrespect. So many of us males are so familiar with disrespect, disrespectful actions, disrespectful words, disrespectful attitudes, disregarding, being inconsiderate, abusing, the man's patience or abusing the man's kindness or abusing the man's efforts, because he didn't put it a dollar value on what he brings into your life. He didn't give you an invoice. So since you all about an invoice, you all about a salary and, defining yourself according to how much money you make or how much degrees or education, how much status you got. The man ain't interested in that when he in a relationship. He don't be itemizing his value. He don't be writing up receipts and writing up invoices for his value of what he know his value is to you. Matter of fact, he got to do the opposite. He got to keep all that warfare business away from you. He got to shelter you and not even spread what he know he's stressing on. He might be out in them streets, in the middle of a full-scale war or something, and he can't let you know it. But you can be expressing your dissatisfaction and your complaints and what he ain't doing and what you ain't doing and you ain't having and you deserve better and you need to, you have no clue what these men is out here dealing with. So we can't cry downward, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can't either. Y'all feel like, sisters feel like they can complain up like we do. We got to complain up. We got to complain upwards to the Lord. They got to complain upwards to us, right? So get with who you can afford. Make sure whatever they bringing into your life weighs more than the complaints, weighs more than whatever they disrespect might be, or they immaturity, or they disregard. If whatever they bring to your life ain't greater than that, then that's not the one. You chose wrong. You chose wrong. And there's 2 million more. If you from this Senate, this DOS or this FBA, there's 2 million more of them than there is of us. So if somebody's accusing you, bruh, of not being up to par or being, not motivated, or you ain't got enough drive, or you ain't this and you ain't doing this and you ain't having this, then hey, set them free. Set them free. Because no matter how much, I'm not saying just be quick to do that, because you probably got children involved, so I'm not saying like that. But the Bible puts it like this, it's better for a man to sleep on the roof of his house than to share the house or share a room with a contentious woman. Help meet is what she was made for. Help. You know what help is? I need help. The man needs help, right? You don't need help spending what he was able to accomplish or the success he was able to achieve without you. No, he needs your help to achieve the success or to get the money or whatever. But if you're not messing with him or you're not staying down with him unless he got it already, or unless he keeping it, then you won't be there to help him. He don't need you. He don't need you. You're not that valuable, right? If you just there to help him spend it or get with family court and take half of it, that's why it don't really make a whole lot of sense in 2024 for any sane, successful man, especially a melanated man, DOS or FBA, to sign up for this world's or this country's marriage system, to sign your name on no American marriage paperwork. If you already successful without them and they didn't help you meet and overcome the obstacles that got you successful, no, that makes no sense. I'm married on paper, but my reasoning was exactly what I'm telling you. I was already back down to rock bottom, already so-called fell all the way off, and my wife was with me with nothing. Start from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Starting back from scratch. putting her own resources and monies and all of that up for me. So it ain't about ask not what your man can do for you. Okay, I mean, he's supposed to be able to do something for you, but is it supposed to be an invoice? Are you supposed to be invoicing? Are you supposed to be itemizing and putting a dollar value on it? Is your man about a dollar value? I mean, it sound tough and sound like, yeah, okay, well, the man could do you the same way, because the one that's in the shortest supply and the heaviest demand are the most valuable, and that would be the males. There's a shortage on quality males. Every female that I know say that they're a good female. So according to them, it's just a flood of good females, right? But it's a shortage of good men. So if men is actually good men, I mean, I don't know who is the judge that's defining what a good man is exactly, but it's a shortage. So good man or not good man, it's a shortage. It's a shortage of us men, which automatically drives the stock sky high, because you and me are created for the opposite sex. We created for a spouse, especially if you believe in Christianity and you're a woman. If you're a woman, then and you're a Christian, then the Bible say it was not good. God said it was not good that man should be alone. So he did what? So let's use some little kindergarten deductive reasoning. If it's God talking and God is saying it's not good, right? Anything that's not good means it's bad, right? Anything that's bad means it's basically evil. So according to your Christian belief, it's evil, not good. It's bad that man should be alone or single, right? So God saw that it was bad or not good or evil or detrimental. So he made woman a help meet for him. He didn't make him for her. He made her for him. So if it's not good, if it's so not good or so bad or so evil or detrimental for him to be alone, that the creator made or authored, use his author creative power and authority to create a companion and a help for the man. If it's that bad for him, if he be alone, how much worse is it for the woman that he actually created to be the companion for the man so he don't be alone? How much worse is it for her to be alone? If it's bad for us to be alone, so bad that he created a woman for us, how much worse is it for a woman to be alone? Does her career, does her education, does her political status, does her prettiness, does her whatever replace that, substitute that? If that's the law of her nature, if that's the purpose and the law, according to who you believe in as God, this is the purpose that you was created as a woman, to be a help for a man, not for a man to be a help for you. The man doesn't work for you like that. He works for you as you work for him. You help him to help you. Your role is a help meet for him. His role is not a help meet for you. His role is a maintainer and a provider and a protector and, for you. But what do you have to do to earn all of that? How are you going to be happy without a man? If you believe in God and you say Jesus is your man, okay, well, tell that to your ovaries. Tell that to your mammary glands. Tell that to your estrogen. Tell that to that itch that you got. Tell that to them cold sheets, that cold pillow, that cold mattress every night. Tell your body parts that Jesus is your man. Because you got reproductive organs, you got sex organs, you know what I'm saying? So tell that to them. Tell your body that Jesus is your man. Jesus is wherever Jesus at. Probably dealing with some real women, some real heavenly women, while you saying Jesus is your man. All right. So God created you, in your physical sexual organs for you to say Jesus is your man. All right, got it. Your man is your man. Your man is your man. But if you acting like your man ain't valuable, or you equal with your man, or you don't need your man because you got Jesus, I guess, or Allah, or Yahweh, or Yahshua, or whoever we Ma'at, whoever we say that we don't need our own man because we got that. Tell that to your reproductive organs. Tell that to your hormones. You know what I'm saying? Because that pillow, them pets, them toys ain't gonna do it. That's not getting it done. That's not fulfilling your nature or your purpose. Them salty, damp pillowcases that's full of them tears, them lonely tears. You get on live and get on in front of corporate whatever and these business meetings and act tough and act strong, and yeah, when all that's over, that whole day is over, and it's time to kick off them heels and take off that business suit. We know what it is. So men, as far as I know, men have held their peace. This is new. All of this is new. For the last 50 years. Prior to that, we knew we was in a civil rights struggles together. We was trying to make it work, but something got introduced in the 70s. A new tactic, new agendas got introduced. Welfare and WIC and this and that, all these little programs got introduced. And they did it through politics and politicians. But yeah, feminism is the way that it's being given to us and given to our women. It seems like it's a clear disrespect for the male, on the natural male authority. I don't really even hear, me personally, I don't even hear or see the majority of my sisters even acknowledging any male, any of their own males that they actually listen to, that they actually would take correction from, that they would actually submit to, follow the instructions of. I haven't seen that in years. I haven't heard or seen that in years. They'll do that for, the former, the banker people or the corporate people. They know how to obey them. They know how to submit. They know how to embrace and accept the terms like train. I'm being trained. I'm being trained. I'm in training, for this new position. I got to offer this position. I'm going to Texas, or I'm going to this state, and we're training. He's training us. Let your man who got the real authority to train you say that word to you. I need to train you, baby, to be a better wife for me. I need to, set aside a whole curriculum for you, and I need you to study it for 3 weeks straight. I need to train you. You need to be trained to be the best husband for me and my company and my business. What's going to happen? Train? I ain't no puppy. I ain't trained. I ain't no, they're going to tear you apart. But when it comes from that other man, train, it's an honor. I'm being trained right now. I'm in training. I'm in training. Am I lying? It's a cold business. Well, when you know how to just prove it and lay it out like that, right? And like y'all see, I see y'all low bottom ascot ass submission, right? Even that word submission, that's used all out of context. Submission really only comes into play. Submission is absolutely necessary. You know, your woman is absolutely supposed to submit to you, just like your children are supposed to submit to the mama. But it's not a slave submission. That don't even come into play until and unless there's some serious disagreement, something that y'all disagree on that's so serious that you're gonna have to exercise your rank, your veto power. I'm the president, you are the vice president. That's the only time submission even comes into play. Because otherwise you wouldn't even be with the person that you with if they had to submit. She not with you because she feel like you got to submit. She with you because she agrees with you. I agree with your get down. I agree with your mentality. I agree with your vision. I agree with your understanding. I'm with you. I don't need to submit to you. We agree. But in a relationship and growing together and getting higher and further, you're going to run into stuff that you disagree with. Serious stuff, that how the child should be raised. Should I give them the Fauci jab? Should we teach them this? Should, I don't want her to go to this school. I don't want my, such and such to dress like this. It's going to be certain things that y'all never really ran into before. That's going to require you to submit to your authority. You're going to have to see, okay, well, he has my best interest at heart. He's the protector, the provider. Perhaps he sees and understands something that I don't. I want to dress like this. I want to have my ass blasted out. I want these people to see how sexy I am. I want to put my little daughter or our little daughter in a sexy little prom mini skirt with her body showing. He said no. I think he's robbing us of our freedom. I think that he's unreasonable. I think that he, so now you're going to have to put his value on the scale. He's asking me, to not do this or to submit and go along with his guidance and his instructions. I don't want to, because I think that we should be able to do whatever we want and such and such. So you're going to have to put it on the scale. What he brings to your life and your children's life, is that more valuable than this little one thing that you want to do? You willing to blow up this whole relationship? You willing to handicap and destabilize your children or yourself having a balanced relationship because you wanted to do something? You felt like you should be able to do something. You felt like I should be able to say something. I felt like, oh, okay. Well, you can do it. You can do it by yourself. You can do it as a single woman. Now, as a single mom, you can do it. You're not my slave. But you got to go by these laws. I bet you whatever corporate job or whatever position that you hold and that you proud of, I bet you can't tell them what you gonna do. I bet you know how to follow some instructions with them. Well, you got to do 10 times as much. If you talking about disrespecting me, if you feel like they take better care of you, or they more of a provider for you than I am, then that's your man. You need to make it official. You need to make that official. Because I don't write my value on no invoice. If you don't know my value, then okay, I do. And if I ain't doing enough for you, then I can't afford you. I guess I can't afford you. I'll downgrade. I was used to having a Benz or a Range Rover or something like that. I get a Hyundai. I get a whatever. I'm gonna still get to where I need to get to. You the one who want this certain look or certain image or certain luxury or lifestyle. Males generally is not tripping on luxury. Males are generally not tripping on comfort. We're generally never comfortable. We're generally never about luxury. We feel good if we can provide our women and our children with luxury and comfort. But what if that makes them ungrateful? What if they need to struggle? What if they need to help somebody meet and overcome obstacles to build their own character? You know, they got that little so-called mental disease called affluenza. These little rich children, little white children talking about you spoiled me. You made me, you ruined me because you gave me everything I want. Like, that's real. That poison is real. You seeing all these celebrities. I seen Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. I seen Cube. I seen some other people saying, I ain't just trying to give my wealth to my children. Nah, this is for me and my wife, and we gonna take it with us. We gonna spend it all, and some sudden such and such. Like, I don't agree with that, but if you don't understand the real values of life, then you already produced a little loser anyway. You produce a little spoiled loser that's not going to be grateful because they didn't have to go through the struggle. Now they struggle is trying to be cool and down with the poorer children. I want to be ghetto. I want to be gangster. I want to be street. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed that my parents struggled and provided me a well-off lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I want to be grimy. I want to gang bang. I want to be on drugs. I want to fight. I want to get my teeth knocked out. I want to get shot at by the police. It's like you just can't win regardless. So, real wise people, wise men especially, we know that. You know what I'm saying? We know that. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So I'm a married man, right? I've been married twice. First marriage was like 8 years. That's my 3 oldest children. That marriage dissolved. It wasn't for cheating or nothing. It just dissolved. And right after that, a year or two later, I got married again to my wife that I'm with now. Been with ever since. So all together, I've been married about 29 years of my life. Majority of my life as a married black man. Successful, healthy, heterosexual, 10 toes down, solid, pro-black, all of that. So I got a PhD. I got a PhD in black marriage, black husband game. So if this is supposed to be relationship goals, now you're hearing this feminist act like that's not the goals no more, because they know that they don't qualify, and they know that they probably not going to be able to get this or get one of these because of their own attitude and their own poison and their own age and stuff that they didn't already sacrificed and whatever, trying to climb up the ladder. So now they got to act like this ain't the goal. Ain't no woman happy being with the same man for that long, and all kind of stuff you would never hear the woman's nature saying out their mouth. That's because you're not old enough yet. But then you got these older ones that's actually backing up that foolishness, that's actually reinforcing and claiming that foolishness. And you see they like, you spending a grip on puppy child. You spending a grip. Like, if you spending all that money on pets and you spending all that money on purses and all, you may as well have paid for a dude. If you're gonna spend all that money on dogs and cats and purses and shoes and all this image that you're trying to keep up, you may as well have just helped a man. You may as well have used your resources and your money to put behind a quality man that had a vision and helped him start a business to where he can then, take autopilot and take care of you. So you don't have to do it no more. You don't know how to invest. We invest in everything that this former slave masters our bosses, CEOs say we're supposed to invest in, where you do your 401k like this and do your trust and your annuities or whatever. You follow all of that. When it comes to investing and listening and following the instructions of your man, not at all. Nope. You tripping. I'm independent. No, you're not independent. I don't need a man. Yeah, you need a man. You need that man that's writing your checks, right? So just call it what it really is. I don't need my own man. I'm independent when it comes to my own man. I absolutely need that other man. Absolutely submit and obey and be trained by and let him tell me all them words and keep quiet and bite my lip and have my lips quivering and fighting back the tears because I don't want to lose this position. Well, you should have been taking that position on a man, on a good man. You should have been exercising all that self-discipline and restraint when it comes to the man that God made you for. Not these fake little temporary positions and illusions and images that this enemy made that you take more pride in than you take in being a wife and a mother and holding the family together, like keeping a man, if you can. Man, well, yeah. Know y'all values, brothers. Know your value. Know the stats. Know the numbers. A lot of females we don't qualify for. A lot of females we can't afford. They might do have too much education for us, too much experience for us, too much prior D before us. Too much money, whatever. If they hold in that, if that's a thing to them, then yeah, you can't afford that. I can't afford to break you down and show you my value compared to your value. If you don't see it and you still feel tough, and then yeah, you got to stay out there and be doing whatever you're doing. Find somebody that appreciates you, like who likes you. Matter of fact, the woman should like you more. She should like you more. She should demonstrate that she like you more than you like her. Now, any female that you dealing with, brothers, if that's not her position, you chose wrong. Not saying that you can't like her or love her equally or more, but she has to be showing that. She has to be showing you that she's down with you, meaning help, down to help you your way, not her way. It's not her program. It's supposed to be your program. She's supposed to help you your way. You're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to be the head. So any female that you like, if she don't like you back like that, in the form of she's letting you be her head, she ain't the one. She's not the one. You chose wrong. She just was cute, or she had a big butt, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you like the way she did this and did that. She was just about, getting hers. And in getting hers, it made you feel good. So you thought she was really into you. No, she was into her. She was using you. She was using you. They're users. They're opportunists. But you got to understand the numbers. They outnumber you. So you're the short supply, heavy demand. You're the one in short supply and heavy demand. Right? Because you don't hear dudes necessarily. I don't know, but my age, we've never hear dudes saying, I don't need no woman. I don't need no female. I don't need no woman. I'm independent. Like, that sounds ridiculous. Ain't no real adult gonna say nothing stupid like that. I don't need the opposite sex. I don't need a spouse. I don't need a mate. That's a arrested, developed, childish, traumatized fool. The real one is going to say, I absolutely, man, I'm out here leaking. I'm out here off balance, man. I need a woman, man. I need me a woman. That's what a real man going to say. If he ain't already got one, because if he a real man, he already got one. And he just going through the trials and tribulations of growing with her, going through the headaches, the ups and downs. But he got her. She got him. They got better. They got more than what you got. You know, you might hear from them when they going through it, they crying or something. You love that. Yeah, oh yeah, I love. She called me crying, girl, like, because he said he did this, he said this, and yeah, girl. So that's why you don't need to be with. Just be free with me. Just come kick it with me. Let's go on this cruise. Let's go over here. Let's go. Yeah, you know what that means. You know what that means. Disrespect, disregard, inconsideration, ingratitude, ungratefulness for the man's good treatment, for his favor, for all that he brought to your life, however long that you've been dealing with him. As soon as you do one thing that they think is too harsh, they're going to flip it and say, I never knew no good from you. Well, you never such as this. You ain't never, you always like, damn, I was never, I was like, oh man. But that's one of the number one lessons that men have to learn that actually make us men. I think this is opinion now. It's my opinion that a real man don't really even become a real man until he's heartbroken by a woman and he's able to bounce back. That's going to clear all of the delusional cobwebs and all the happy-go-lucky, carefree, foolishness that you thought life was about. Once you put all your real solid 10 toes down into a female, into a woman, and you've been solid and more righteous or faithful or whatever than you ever been, and then they flip on you, they burn you. That is a necessary manhood, rite of passage, trial, tribulation that every man, I think, has to go through before he can be actually classified as a real man. You have to know how to bounce back. You have to see how you're going to respond. It's not a simulation. It's not a drill. It's real. It's the real deal for keeps. It really happened. Some people delete themselves. Some people just turn into bums. Some people turn into pimps and start just misusing women. Like it's that extreme of a trial or a test. It's going to make you or it's going to break you. That's the power and the influence that God gave the woman over the man, and vice versa. It's the same with a man and a woman. But shit, we already see that. Every woman claim they already been heartbroken and betrayed or abandoned and abused or misused. So they claim they already experienced all of that with us. So you're supposed to be, all these good women, every woman I see or hear from, they say they a good woman. 95% of them say they a good woman. Somebody lying. Because if it was all good women, it would be all good men. Because the women is who make the men. Men can't be dogs if we don't have no female dog, no BICTH to do our dogness with. Right? It can't be no illegitimate babies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not RAPEs. That's not prevalent like that. As a child, that's prevalent, that's rampant, unfortunately. Child violations and all of that. But that's not resulting in pregnancies, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about once you get to pregnancy age and you choosing to be active, to open your knees to somebody. That's a choice, remember? So a man can't do nothing but what y'all let us do. We would be L7 squares. We would be super respectful. We would be disciplined. We would be honorable. We would be opening doors and laying down our jackets over a puddle. All of that if our women respected themselves and forced us to respect them. But if you just giving away free box and you competing with each other about how wet your box is and your wop is and how your sex is better than hers and your tongue game and your throat game is this and that's all you selling. Don't claim that you civilized. Don't claim you know good woman and that's what you own. I see your body on social media. I see you twerking on social media and you a good woman. You wifey material. I'm a good mother. You're a good mother and you twerking with your little daughter in the background, but you a good mother. Well, social media ain't real life. You was a goddamn lie. That's the magnifying glass of real life. Whatever you doing and saying on social media is who you are. Is what you do, who you are, how you get out. Whatever you doing on social media is real life. Social media streets is your streets. So if I see your ass in a bikini or in front of a mirror holding you know what I'm saying? I seen your ass. That really was your ass. That's really you. When I see you in the streets, I really seen your ass. I really seen you sticking out your tongue and this, how you like it and how you move and how you dance. Right? You can't tell me nothing else. You can't get my attention on nothing else because you already appeal to my lowest attentions, my lowest level. You can't just act like I didn't see that. You can't act like I didn't just see you clapping your butt cheeks. You can't act like that. Now you insulting my intelligence. I might have wanted to respect you, but now you disrespected me and my intelligence, and you disrespecting yourself, and you disrespecting your daughters and sons, and you trying to disrespect mine. So it's no laws, no righteous morals and law and accountability or whatever. So that's what feminism has taught us. Free. I'm free. I can do whatever I want with my body. I can do whatever I want with my body. Then take full accountability and full responsibility for whatever happens from you doing whatever you want to do with your body. Because when you get with a real man, then it don't go that way no more. It don't go that way no more. You can't do whatever you want with your body. It's a we now. That's my body now, and this is your body now. So if you think that, you just can pick and choose where you independent at, and I just got to go along with it, nah, that's a sucker. That's a trick. Man, my wife can just do whatever she want, man. She can do whatever she want. Then you the wife. She run you. This is her program. Y'all don't want no conflict, no confrontation. No, you supposed to be the lawman. I ain't say you supposed to be macho and abusive and all that. But it's absolutely your law. You absolutely supposed to be the head. You the one that say what go and what don't go. Why would you feel comfortable letting your woman do anything? That means you really don't love her. That means you got something else going on. Any dude that's just let his woman do anything mean that he got some other ones that, he paying more attention to. That's what that means. If you're a woman and you watching this and you can do anything, your man lets you do anything, that's because he got another one that he don't let do anything. He got some other investments, you know what I'm saying, that he watching more closely than he watching you. Or he might be on he might be watching a man. He might got his eyes on a man. Any man that really loves you, that really loves his wife, who really loves his daughters, is not going to let you do what you want to do. Not in this world. He going to make sure you do what he say do. Nah, if you expecting my protection and my provision and my maintenance, no, you doing what I say. It's just like you go to work for whoever you work for. Oh, you want this check? Oh no, you're not doing this is not your program. This is my program. This is such and such LLC or such and such incorporated. This is not your business. This is our business. And you're a part of it. That's all of the presidency is also though. President is not the owner of America. The president is hired. You know what I mean? President only served 4 years, so ain't nothing finna go on in 4 years. Ain't nothing permanent. Ain't nothing gonna stick. It's a big scam. You selling the whole farm and destroying relationships with your spouse and your parents and your friends, or with somebody or some people that don't care about you at all, and is only gonna be there for 4 years, and they gonna ride off into the sunset after becoming multi-millionaires from that 4 year little scam run that they got to run on y'all. And now you done destroyed all your relationships believing in some 4 year scam. I mean, you should have been committing to voting for your man. Vote for your man. You know, the one that you got a child by, got some children by. You know what I mean? Why give these slave master children politicians second chances when they didn't even apologize? They didn't even ask you for no second chance. They just came and twerked in front of you and said that they in them streets or whatever, or you ain't black or whatever. If you don't, and you gave them another chance, you wouldn't give your own baby daddy another chance who you got years and a child with or children with. So the logic is totally preposterous. But respect for authority, respect for natural authority. Brothers, marry who you can afford. When I say marry, commit to, take care of. Whoever you having sex with is your wife. Whoever you having sexual relations with is your wife, whether you like it or not, according to the laws of nature and according to universal law. Whoever you having sex with is your wife. Now you can have you can be a foolish spouse, you know what I'm saying? Or you can be a wise one. But you don't have to go by, these people's corrupt laws and sign your name on some corrupt little paperwork to where you on the hook to be misused and abused and robbed blind for anything that you do or own or accomplish. I'm all for marriage on paper if the woman is there from the beginning, helping you achieve wealth and fame or accumulate properties, business. If she's there helping you, then yeah, it's all good. Prenup or nothing. I know what you did for me, and you know what I did for you. So if we do split, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you deserve half, and I deserve half. But if y'all holding this unrealistic fairy tale fantasy, so-called high value man standards, whatever that's supposed to be, like he got to already have all this before he get with you. All right, good luck. Rich and lonely is failure. Poor in love, poor and wedded is success. Financially poor but rich in love and spousal companionship and family, that's success. Rich and lonely, rich and miserable, that's not even riches, that's failure. That's failure. Wow, like how can you enjoy fame or riches when you don't have no spouse, you don't have no companion, no life companion, no spouse to enjoy it with, to celebrate it with? You got to call your homegirls and hope that they can get away from their man for a few days, or if they single, they just gonna be using you up. Yeah, she the attorney general, or she the such and such. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they just using you, just like you using whoever you use to get that position. just a whole team full of users and losers celebrating failure, having failure dinners and failure parties, failure vacations, celebrating failure as a woman. Dudes don't do that. Do y'all notice that? We don't do that. Dudes don't throw no failure parties. We don't throw no divorce parties. We don't throw no single man parties. We out here surviving. We out here surviving. We don't even trip off, like I said, we don't even trip off luxury. Yeah, we want money. We only want money because we know that's what women want. We don't care. We know that life is hell. We know money don't make us accepted in this society. We just some rich, famous ninjas, that they gonna try to knock down just as quick or quicker. Our own people is targeting us even more, and the former slave masters' children and the police or whatever is targeting us even more. We know this ain't no peace of mind luxury. You heard Biggie and Diddy or whoever, more money, more problems. That's for a black male. For a black male descendant of slaves, more money means more problems. More problems with other ninjas that's jealous, that's trying to target you. More problems with the former slave masters that's trying to use you and target you and have something over your head. And more problems with females that's trying to use you and target you and line you up or take what you got. So, respect for your authority, respect for natural authority. This is the Digital Soapbox Network. Shouts out to Big Steel. Shouts out to G Malone, Glasses Malone. Y'all subscribe if y'all don't mind. Hit the little the thumbs up, like button. I'm gonna stay on here for a couple of more minutes, but in the meantime, I'm gonna hit y'all with this little. I'm gonna read these comments for a minute, and if y'all don't mind, hit this little. My typing is slow. That's my little app, my little Kiznash's app. Yeah, the Bible go in on all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to kind of avoid that, but this an everyday thing. I'm not trying to be religious, but it be so many jewels. It be so much principles, wartime principles, and military science principles that's in the Bible and in the Quran. And when I say war, business is war. Marriage is war. You know what I'm saying? Relationships, holding a relationship, holding a family together is war, man. All of this is war. By Seer 41 NYC. I see you, Don Elias. What's up with it? Mr. Fuente. 323. Salute. Yeah. But y'all feel me, man. I'm a man, and we just can't tolerate being disrespected by our own women. We get disrespected by everybody, and our own women is the ones that's supposed to represent, peace of mind or release or relief from all of that. The woman is the only heaven that we got in this life. Anything beautiful, anything pleasurable or pleasant, personally comes through a woman. If you got beautiful children or whatever, they had to come through a woman. You got some art, like dudes don't even trip on art. Like we don't like art and decorations and all that. We like a fine woman. The woman is our art and decoration. We don't want to look at no oil paintings and shit. We don't want to look at no sunset. This is a beautiful sunset. No, I want to look at you here. Turn around. Yeah, I want to look. Let me see your legs. Let me see. Pose like this. All of that. The flowers, the mountains, the ocean, the sunset, the trees. That's cool. That's all cool. That's what women like to see. Men like to see women. We want to see you looking good, in shape for us. Period. Anything else is suspect. Any man that's in the mirror you know, that like how he look instead of like how a woman look, that's suspect. The woman is our heaven. We not our own heaven. The woman is your heaven. But you know, if you think you can please yourself or another dude can please you more than a woman can, good luck. Bless your heart with that one. That is totally. So I don't want y'all to think this like a woman bashing session. Nah, it's supposed to be a woman correcting session. If you don't got the influence to be able to correct a woman or correct your woman, then why you got one? If you can't correct a woman, you ain't qualified for one. Correct a woman, you goddamn right. Correct your woman, your woman. I can't. I don't. You know. I can't do nothing about everybody else. I got to worry about mine. My woman has to be. I have to be able to correct her. You have children, you have offspring, you have to be able to correct them. When woman ain't no offspring, woman is under the man's authority. Right? She can choose. Not you don't got you can choose to go. You ain't gotta be with me. But a real man is gonna do, you know, such a demonstration. He gonna bring such value into a woman's life that she gonna put it on the scale. If she think he unreasonable, or you know, I'm losing myself. I lost myself when I was with him. Total preposterousness. Total preposterousness. If you single, you never knew yourself. If you single, you can at best only know 50% of yourself. You can't even call yourself a woman if you ain't got a man. So no, you found yourself and you were scared of your real self, which is a wife. You scared of being responsible and being there and being dependable and being committed to one person. You scared of that. Or jealous or envious, maybe, because the man is, you know, is made, unfortunately, because of the population numbers, he's made to be able to deal with more than one. I'm not saying he's qualified, but biologically and genetically and mentally speaking and financially, if he's able, he's made to be able to deal with more than one, just like you made to be able to have more than one child if you're a woman. You only got one heart, you only got two breasts, you might have twins, you might have triplets. So how can you love all three of them or four of them? How can you love all your five children equally? You only one person. But you say he can't love more than one woman equally. Well, that's different. How's that different? The women at least is choosing. These children is helpless and they don't get to choose. They have to share a unfit mother or a mother that got issues or a mother that got 3 or 4 baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? And they got to be stuck with you. You don't have to be stuck with a man that say that he want to deal with more than one woman or he's dealing with more. You just got to be honest and shit. And you gonna stay if you feel like it's better than what you've been dealing with. But that's all adult choice business. What about what our children have to deal with when our mothers force them into the world from being irresponsible and ignorant and all that? But we're gonna blame the man when you was an adult and chose him instead of blaming yourself, whom your children didn't get a choice to be under your so-called authority. You beat your children, unfortunately. That's sad. You don't want your man beating you, though. You don't want nobody putting their hands on you, but you can put your hands on them. Sad, boy. So all kind of double and triple and quadruple standards out here. But yeah, man. I think I'm gonna come back. It's past an hour. I'm doing that. I'm at this every day, Monday through Friday. 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Campaign trail. You know what I'm saying? Got the Cash App right there. So the Lord put it on your soul, if you feel like I'm speaking to you, I appreciate any contributions. You know what I'm saying? Brought to you by this show is brought to you by you, by your charitable donations. I appreciate y'all. If y'all don't mind, hit the little thumbs up. But yeah, this is a TV show, man. This is, get your one little good hour in with your brother, see what my perspectives are. And I like to hear what y'all's are. I really wanted to read more comments, but I'm going to come back maybe in about an hour and a half and just really get in the comments and see what y'all doing. But I know that this page is majority males. Like I looked at the analytics, so it's majority males from 35 to 60. 35 to 60, 92% males, and majority of them is from West Coast, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Some is from New York and the South and Texas, but majority is from where I'm from, where we from. So that's why I'm speaking like this. If I knew I was talking to females or women, then of course I'd talk a little different. But I know who I'm talking to, and I know who I'm speaking for. So that's what I'm on with it. Man, I heard that. Thank you, Jeremy Brown. Big Jeremy Brown with the Cash App. So you see it's live. And that's who, that's who supports me. People like brother Jeremy Brown, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? And just paying attention, A lot of us, times is hard. Just political climate, inflation, everything through the roof. So it's hard to even reach in, pocket or Cash App or whatever. So I greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That mean the world to me. But I appreciate, our companionship, you know what I'm saying? The time that we pay attention to each other. So just the fact that y'all don't feel like I'm running my mouth and crying and boo-hooing and complaining, I'm really standing on principles, and I really live this. I'm really, by God permission, a successful husband, a successful father, successful brother, successful soldier, successful in everything except this, and hitting the mic. But that's coming, you know what I'm saying? This is a labor of love. So I ain't never got no money for my raps. I ain't never got no money for my activism. I ain't never got no money for this right here. So, but I got the love of my people and the love for my people. So I appreciate y'all. When I say people, I don't just mean my black people. I mean all my people, but especially my black and brown people first. My black and brown people first, then my others, my Asians, and those whites that's down. You know what I'm saying? I rock with all y'all that rock with me. So I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm tap in with the queen, with my wife, and then come back maybe around an hour and a half. All right, Campaign Trail. Follow me on my YouTube channel if y'all don't mind, The Campaign Trail. And I'll see y'all in about an hour and a half or two. All right, peace.